Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's get rambling. I came across a Dan Corder show, so calm down. I know a lot of you might not be on the same page as Dan, or the Three Beanie Man as he's known on X. People have conflicting opinions about him. That's fine. We're all allowed to have opposing opinions. It's who he interviewed that I need you to stick around for. Okay. Michael Marchant, Head of Investigations at Open Secrets. I'm a big fan of Open Secrets. But he comes on to discuss one of their latest reports, which is Who Owns South Africa. The Open Secrets report was about an investigation into economic power and private sector influence. And I've actually done a video on this showing how 2.6 trillion rand is allowed to lead South African shores as part of profit shifting, not reinvested back into our economy. And this is allowed by the government, the ANC, who started signing these new, more flexible financial policies since 1998. So the economy benefits from a small elite. Approximately 3,500 individuals own 15% of the country's wealth. And we have 6 billionaires, including Johann Rupert and the Oppenheimer family. So between the PIC, Public Investment Corporation, and the majority stake they have in a list of companies, the likes of Rupert has majority or a large portion of shares and control in a whole bunch of other South African companies. And his wealth is directly gained from the white apartheid era. See, when you look at Rupert on X, the comments are, but Rupert creates jobs. Rupert employs people. Rupert has multiple businesses. The irony of that is, I too want to open businesses and create jobs and hire people. So I'm not allowed to, but the very man who really did benefit from apartheid, $250 billion in wealth, is okay because he's creating jobs. Here's a couple of companies that Johann Rupert owns and creates multiple jobs for people. So he's okay. His $250 billion wealth is okay. His ill-gotten gains from apartheid is okay. So here's Mr. Johann Rupert, rich as ever, the second richest person in Africa. Mediclinic, ER24, Intercare, Amstel, JC Leroux. You must see how many alcohol companies are on here. Two Oceans, Cape Portrait, Black Bottle, Klipdrift, Amarula, Savannah, Hunters. We have Bobtail, 5-Star, Bernini, Canine Cuisine, Catmull, Harrier Whiskey, RCL Foods, Farmer Browns, Epol. We have Monati, Nola. We have Omar, Hyman, Salati, Sunbake, Supreme Flour, Heineken Safari, more Heineken, Rama. Just, you see all the food brands I'm naming. Didn't Cyril just stand up and say, oh, we must make food cheaper? Cyril, my friend, but listen, you have a majority stake in ShopRite and you have a majority stake in Woolies. So I'm a little confused. And then your best buddy, the one who flew to America for you and literally covered your ass, the oak who doesn't sleep with his windows and doors locked. He has a whole bunch of control in, oh look, a whole bunch of food companies. So I don't know why you had to stand in public to say that. You could have just invited him around for tea. Wow, at the looks of the companies he owns, maybe he would have preferred a whiskey. Let me get off my high horse and carry on reading all these company names. Get some tea. It's still a way to go. We have Stork, Vuma, Outsurance, Old Buck Dry Gin. We have Sol, the beer, Windhoek, Tafel, the beer, PG Glass, PG Aluminium. We have Shatterproof, PG Africa, Lupo Bakery, Momentum, Service, Jacaranda, East Coast Radio. We have Kaya FM, OFM, Art FM. Now listen to me nicely. Between SABC, the Public Investment Corporation, which has majority shares in NASFAS, and Rupert, this is mainstream media for you right here. So please, you need to understand very well that mainstream media is essentially owned by government, NASPAS, SABC, and then Cyril's best friend, the ANC's best friend, ill-gotten gains from apartheid, owns a whole bunch of other media institutions. Bolt, Boss T, more media companies, ETV, OpenView, ENCA, EVOD, Sasani Studios, Media Film Services, Cape Town Film Studios, Banks, R&B, Westbank, FNB, Direct Access, Discovery, all of the Discoveries, all of the Vitalities, Metropolitan, God Risk, Glow, Lucky Strike, Kent, Daniel, Paul Moore, Ruthman's Camel, Newport, Bulls. He also owns the Bulls, like the rugby team. This is a man who sleeps with his doors open. He owns majority of the companies in South Africa, it seems. He literally has gains from apartheid. But nobody screams Johann Rupert. In fact, he's supported on X, but he creates jobs. Listen, dumbass, there's a whole bunch of other white people who also want to create jobs. So stop looking at us, turn around and look at the ANC. I don't care if you're PA, EFF, MK, I don't care. But you all need to look at the ANC. It's not my problem that they don't know how to implement the solutions to the problems they identify and cause. So just understand that corporate is in partnership with government, which is why they do not stand up and talk about the BEE rules. They just sit back and take it. So thanks to laxy-daisy policies from the ANC that they started to implement since 1998 and up to 2017, these policies that they've allowed has lost our country 2.6 trillion rand by misinvoicing and profit shifting, allowing these big BEE conglomerates to take money, profit out of South Africa, avoiding tax, as well as not reinvesting it into South Africa. So I'm going to leave you with this really wild video. It just opens so many questions, which is I had to just pull myself back because otherwise I'd still be researching this topic.
It is run by an organized crime syndicate called the Stellenbosch Mafia. They control all of the banks. And they have two branches, the ANC NEC and the South African Reserve Bank, which has no locus standi. That conglomerate is managed by Johann Rupert, Cyril Ramaphosa, and the Rothschilds, because there are so many that are still asleep and who don't know that they don't know what's going on.
Yes.
And when they do realize, they will be suicidal.
Okay, Ambassador, can I stop you there, because I think you just made I think you've just thrown a curveball to us as South Africans. You mentioned that number one, South Africa does not have a government. Number two, you are mentioning names of people that we know that they are not in government. You're mentioning names like Johann Rupert. We know that he is not in government. He's not, as far as we know as South Africans, he is not in government. How does that come about?
The organized crime syndicate that run this country have three masters outside the country, Johann Rupert being one of them. And if one goes back 6 months ago, Johann Rupert stated in the press that if Cyril Ramaphosa didn't do X, Y, and Z, he would fire him.
Wow.
That is in writing.
Wow.
So
Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you found it insightful, please like and share. Gives my channel a boost in YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to show your support. I really appreciate you being here with me, and for all my current supporters and viewers, thank you very much. I do hope you have a great day. Keep it together, guys. We'll see the end of this together. Have a great day. Over and out.